Good evening, this is Kavipriya, Assistant Professor, EC Department. I am going to discuss about the topic Indian Parliament from the subject Indian Constitution. So first we can see what is this Indian Parliament. Indian Parliament is one which consists of a president and it has two houses which are nothing but Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha is a lower house and Rajya Sabha is a upper house. So these two houses are the integral houses of the parliament. There are totally 250 Rajya Sabha members while Lok Sabha has 543 members. Lok Sabha has more power when compared to the Rajya Sabha. So the most state-related decisions are made by voting in the Rajya Sabha. But no decision can be taken for the state if Lok Sabha members have not approved it. First, we can discuss about this Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha is a lower house of the people. Lok Sabha has 543 members directly elected by the citizens of India. So, the tenure of this Lok Sabha members are 5 years. So, after which the assembly and the members dissolve to have a fresh election. The members who appoint the Prime Minister of the country are nothing but the Lok Sabha members. Lok Sabha members have more power when compared to the Rajya Sabha members. And the most important power of this Lok Sabha members is a no confidence motion against the ruling party. They have the power to dissolve the existing assembly also. They are responsible for government's proper functioning. Lok Sabha is one which introduces and passes the bills for defense, finance and home affairs of the country. And what are all the functions of this Lok Sabha? So Lok Sabha has to pass bills and laws and reforms for the state and union territories. They are the one which strengthen the national and interstate interest of the country. The next important function of this Lok Sabha is a finance matter. Lok Sabha members are the enacting body of the finance bills and reforms of the country, which have to be successfully implemented in the country. And concern to the Rajya Sabha to make every nation or interstate decision is done by the Lok Sabha members. Country's parliament can only do High Court or Supreme Court judge removal is the Lok Sabha. And next we can discuss about the Rajya Sabha. It is the upper house of the parliament. Rajya Sabha is responsible for the affairs of a state and protection of a state rights in response to the center and the union legislature. It is the one which implements the passing bills in the state which has to be passed in the Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha is a permanent house whose 1/3 of the members are retired every year and new members will be elected every 2 years. It consists of 250 Rajya Sabha members with which the president is the head of the Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha is limited to powers when compared to Lok Sabha. Still, it can protect the various rights of a state and the union territories. And next is the functions of a Rajya Sabha. It represents the various state and the union territories of the country. A bill can be amended in the country as a law only if it has to be passed in both the houses. It has the authority to alter and review the bills that is sent and passed by the Lok Sabha. And next, only after the acceptance from Lok Sabha, a bill will become a law. The president of the country selects 12 members of the Rajya Sabha. And next, what is the difference between the Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha? Lok Sabha members are directly elected by the citizens of Indian country, whereas members of the Rajya Sabha are elected by the elected members of the state legislative assembly. The period of Lok Sabha is 5 years, whereas Rajya Sabha is a permanent house. 1/3 of the members retire every 2 years. The maximum strength of this Lok Sabha is 552, whereas the Rajya Sabha members are more than 250. Money bills can be only introduced in the Lok Sabha. It grants the money for running the administration of the country. Rajya Sabha does not exercise much power over the money bills. It is more powerful. Lok Sabha is more powerful than Rajya Sabha, whereas Rajya Sabha is less powerful than Lok Sabha. And next is a comparison of powers of both Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. Rajya Sabha, in case of Rajya Sabha, the states are represented in the Rajya Sabha. Therefore, it must be consulted before making any decision that has an impact on the states. The Rajya Sabha must approve any removal or transfer of a topic from the state list requested by the Union Parliament. If a proclamation is made by the President to impose a national emergency, President rule or financial emergency, when the Lok Sabha has already been dissolved or within the time frame allotted for its approval, the proclamation will still be valid even if it is only given the Rajya Sabha's approval. And next is the Lok Sabha. The Rajya Sabha cannot reject the government's budget or any other measure pertaining to money once it has been approved by Lok Sabha. It can only be changed or delayed by 14 days by the Rajya Sabha. Later may or may not accept these changes. Every regular law must be approved by both the houses. However, if there is a disagreement between two houses, combined session of both the houses is called to make the final judgment. The Council of Ministers is governed by the Lok Sabha. So that's all about the structure and functions of the Indian Parliament. Thank you.